Remember I told you guys that things are always being delivered to the house during the holidays? Yeah, it's good. Something must go in my belly this morning, and it's gonna be nice and hot and some bush tea. Cause that's how you're supposed to start your morning in the Virgin Islands. Christmas time or not. And that's the kettle going, so let me go and make this thing. Once we let that steep for about 10 minutes, we're going to drain. This is the best tea strainer ever. You let it strain out the tea. And then you are left with a cup of incredible, hot, warm bush tea goodness. And you could actually see the steam coming off. So I'm not going to drink it right away because it's still too hot to do. However, I'm going to sip on it for a little bit before I go down it. There's a technique in a sense of drinking hot tea. It's like you blow. And then take a sip in. So you don't burn off your tongue. Okay, if you just sip right away, then it's hot right away. But if you cool it first and then like take a sip in, then it'll work. I don't know if that's true, but that's what it worked for me. You know what to tell you. See? No burn tongue. I'm gonna take care of this. Let's get into the workout. It's gonna be light and easy. No long run today with the cardio. So we're just gonna get some jump rope in, and then we're gonna work on these legs and a little bit of abs. Let's get sexy. The holidays are right around the corner. So it's 2021. God knows we're ready. We're ready. Breakfast time, and today I'm having some bacon. Bacon and eggs, and we'll see what else. Boy, I make all my bacon one time. I have a gas stove, and I don't fry the bacon. I actually bake it in the oven, and the reason for that just because I'm able to drain off the oil better. It's not being fried, and I just prefer it that way. So I just do all the bacon one time, and then I put it in the fridge, and then when I'm ready to eat it again, I just eat it up. Very simple. Nothing to it but to do it. Today's eggs will be accompanied by brie cheese and some basil. I found these brie bites at the local grocery store, and they come in these like cute little containers. And again, I don't eat a lot of dairy, so this is perfect because I'll just eat half of one of this, or even a quarter of it to go with my eggs. And I'm gonna add the basil. So last time was goat cheese, this time it's basil again. You just switch it up. So we're more French today than we are, I don't know what we were last time, Greek. Yeah, so we're more French than we're Greek this time around. Still eggs, but making it different. And we're adding bacon instead of the turkey sausage or the regular sausage. And we're gonna do a tomato for our vegetable rather than cucumbers. Keep it interesting, people. You gotta keep it interesting or you'll get bored and you'll never want to eat healthy. I would really love to go to the bakery right now and eat a raisin bun. That would be ideal. But I got goals. And because I have goals, I gotta make these changes. But still, keep it fun, keep it healthy, keep it tasty. That's the most important of everything. I'm really loving this yellow tomato. I actually have I don't think I've ever eaten yellow tomato before, but I again saw it in the grocery store and I picked it up. And we're just gonna drop, this is about, actually this is exactly half of a tomato. And I'm gonna put about, I'll just eat all of it. It'll make no sense to put the rest of it off to the side. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, and You know my favorite herb, basil. So I'm going to add that there on top of that there too. And that will be the vegetable for today's breakfast. Let me tell you about first world problems. I tell Google to set the timer for 15 minutes. 1-5, you know. Google decided to set it for 50 minutes. And of course, I left the bacon in for a little longer than I wanted. Which is fine since I prefer my bacon to be crispy anyway. But still, you had one job. But clearly Google don't understand my accent. You just set the timer for 15 minutes? No, she listening. First world problems. My mother never had these issues. Bacon is done. And except that one that's right there in the middle, that's the last one I added. So I'm gonna throw that back into the oven. But I'm gonna take these off, have them drain on the cutting board, you know, dab them with some, dab them with some paper towel. And I'll probably have 2 slices to go with my 1 egg and 1 egg white that I'm going to mix up right now. You might be saying, but I'm gonna bacon, that's not good. It'll clog up your heart. You're not supposed to eat it. Listen, everything in moderation. You wanna know what I don't do? I don't eat bacon every day. You wanna know what I also don't do? I don't eat ice cream every day. But guess what? I don't eat ice cream, I eat bacon. The goal is to not eat it every day. So you can have it. It's a fat. Actually, it's protein. Bacon is protein. So you add it to your protein, and that's it. It's nothing. We have to stop thinking about good food, bad food. Food is food. Have a little bit, not a lot, and you'll be fine. So we have to start changing the way that we think about food in order for us to have a better relationship with it. It's not something that happens overnight, but because of the way that the media and marketing portrays things, like some things are bad and some things are good, but food is food. Enjoy it. That's really all it is. Food in moderation. I'm talking about some other things you probably don't want to have at all, but I'm not talking about outside of food, like recreational activities, drugs. Maybe that's not good in moderation. But food is fine. Food is okay. Food is good. Food is life. This is me going in with the paper towel, like I mentioned before. And just kind of soaking up that extra oil. And again, this is another way to make your bacon feel a little healthier, if you will, because you're soaking up much of that oil that's there. That's some of it. It's not terrible, because most of it is actually in the drain, in the pan that I did the bacon in, which is that's why you also want to bake it. It kind of slowly releases that oil from in there. I love waffles. They're my favorite. Waffles and pancakes, they make me happy. These are the Nutri-Grain whole wheat waffles and blueberry. I do 1 slice of that. And then I have some agave nectar. And that's what I'll be using as my syrup, because it doubles as that. And the reason why agave is good is because it's minimally processed using low temperatures and has a low glycemic index. So for people who have diabetes, this is great for them to get the sugar without affecting their sugar intake. So, good to know. Agave nectar, if you're a diabetic, it's good to have. About to dive into this breakfast. I didn't want to show you my plate because I bun my, what do you call it? The waffle. I bun it in a toast. Not really bun it, it's just more brown than I would like to see. And I didn't really want to show you that. I know I'm supposed to show you all of it, but imagine I don't want to show you the bun toaster, the bun waffle, but I'll show you me about to take a shower. Imagine that. I know, crazy. But yeah, this is breakfast. Like again, another larger breakfast. Like I told you, I don't like eating too much in the evening, so I typically have a larger breakfast, medium-sized lunch, and then I'll have something small for dinner. That's just what works for me. You have to determine what works for you. Maybe you like to eat dinner and you'll have a bigger dinner. You just gotta find a balance. But the brie, it's so good. Now, I didn't go outside for fresh basil today. I'm being lazy. I used the organic basil leaves that I have here in my cupboard, which is just as great. It's really yummy. Other thing, in terms of having that balanced meal, which I learned this through Bad Fitness, by the way, Coach Dougie, when I was one of his clients, this is what he made sure to preach and make sure that we understood when it came to our meal plan. You have to have a balance. So each meal should have a fat, a carb, a vegetable, a protein. Now my fat today is actually going to be peanut butter. I'm gonna just take a little bit to be my fat. Typically I would have avocado, but I don't have any avocado today. So I'm gonna be having the peanut butter. So this is breakfast. I'm gonna go finish this and I'll be back to show you more of Vlogmas with Cruzan Foodie. I've got packages, all the packages. I genuinely hate opening up packages. Sometimes I will have them sit here for weeks on end before I open it up. I don't know why. I just don't like opening up packages. I guess because when I open it up, I have to put whatever day in the box. But I ordered it, so obviously I know I need it. But listen, don't judge me, all right? You're going to realize that this is a common theme. I always ask you not to judge me because I know some of the things I do are crazy. All but one are Black owned. That's a huge thing that I'm really into right now. Obviously, buy Black, shop small. The other business is a small business. It is woman owned, so it is a minority owned, not minority, but a woman owned business, and that's always important. The first package is from Base Butter. It is a moisturizer. It's their Radiate Face Jelly. Been trying to order this product now for months. They were included on Beyonce's Black Parade and listed on her website. And when that happened, they were all gone. And of course, that's when I realized that they were really great. I suffer from oily skin in my T-zone area. And what I'm currently using has an FPF in it, but it just tends to be super oily on my skin. Makes it really heavy. So I'll be implementing the Radiate Face Jelly because I heard it's really light, balancing moisturizer. It's made with aloe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, aloe leaf juice, shea butter, primrose oil, sweet almond oil, witch hazel water. Good stuff. Small business owned, woman owned, Black owned, made in the US of A. Happy about this. So I look forward to trying that. And also, if I take a selfie with it after using the product, I get 15% off my next order. Yay! So of course, you know you're doing that. The next package is from a company called Brassy Bra. So we in the Caribbean. It hot all the time. All the time. And most of the clothes that I wear require a strapless bra of some sort, but the way these boobs set up, it don't have a walkout break. So I got a Brassy Bra, which is, it's 3 sets of adhesive bras that I've heard really, really great things about. I want to say Lizzo talked about it, and y'all know she got some boobs on her. And because it was around Black Friday time, I also got these little extras, which kind of like helps with other areas in case, like wherever it didn't support with that, this don't help with those. So that was a free item. And that's that. And the last package, not only is it Black owned, it's VI owned. And this one is really highlighting our Christmas culture here in the Virgin Islands and just highlighting our culture in general here in the Virgin Islands. I ordered this almost 2 months ago and it's finally here. Are you guys ready to see it? There it is. Can you guys guess what it is? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh my goodness. Look this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm ready for Christmas now. With this, with my door wreath, I am officially ready for the people in Christmas. Oh my gosh. Isn't it lovely? In case you're wondering what this is, it's a door wreath, and it is a woman. She has a little earring, you see her eyelash, and she has on, this is her hair, her crown, and it's wrapped with this madras fabric. Now, madras is the fabric of the Caribbean for many Caribbean islands. It's this plaid. It comes in a number of different colors, and it's truly what we wear a lot. The quadrille dancers will wear it. The different head wraps are tied a certain way to describe or depict if a woman is single, married, or widowed. And there's so much history behind this fabric, and I'll get into it a little bit more as I talk more about Kwelbe music in another video. But this basically embodies Virgin Islands culture, but in a door wreath. And I'm so excited. Come on in. And I'm telling my mother to come and check it out now. Look at it. Oh, isn't she? She's so pretty. Isn't she lovely? She's gonna hang up on my door dirty. Me know why the door's so dirty, to be honest. I think it's just the elements of outside, but I can't push it up on a dirty door. So part of the cleaning is cleaning the door as well. I tell you, we cleaning the whole apartment before we could put up any kind of anything that even remotely resembles Christmas. It's a must to clean your house first. It's a must to clean your house first. Jojo, I'm corny. All right, we're putting her back in, and she's all set. In the box for Dapper Decor, she also included this really nice magnet. It's a coatable magnet, and it says, listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows. It's a Native American proverb, and it's a coatable magnet. Yay, so it's gonna be going right on my fridge because it's important to remember these things so that they can last beyond us. And I'm sure that's what the Native Americans thought too when they said these things. So I'm excited to put it up and keep it living. And we're gonna put this right up here, right in the middle, right next to my cards, my postcards. And this was what I did for my birthday this year with my good friend Shania and my cousin. They actually put together a whole sip and paint for me because, of course, the island was shut down during my birthday, which is August 30th, and we weren't, like, everything was shut down. All excursions, all experiences, everything. So we couldn't do anything that I had planned. And they created this sip and paint. They surprised me. We had a sushi night, we had cake, we had wine. It was great. And also, you might be wondering what the whole postcard thing is about. Whenever I travel, I used to collect shot glasses. So whenever anyone went anywhere, they would bring back a shot glass. After a while, you have too much freaking shot glasses. You have too many shot glasses. What are you gonna do with all of them? I ended up having to stop collecting shot glasses and decided that I would collect postcards instead, because then I could put it all into like a book or what's the word? It's escaping me right now. Like anyway, you can put them all in a book, basically crafting, like crafting book and stuff. And my brother actually bought me all the stuff for my crafting book since like 10 years ago, maybe, and I haven't started yet, but I'm gonna do it one of these days. Anyhow, I got St. Lucia, so I always write a note to myself and I mail it from that location. And the other one was from my time in the Cayman Islands when I visited my really good friend Marzita. Her and I went to undergrad together, went to Cayman, and I wrote this postcard to myself and she shipped it off. And what's really cool too is that it came from Hell. It might be a little hard to see it, but Hell Post Office. There's a place that's in Cayman that they say it looks like hell. It has all of these jagged rocks. It's a natural formation that's there, and they call it hell. And there's a post office there, so you have a post office, so then that way you can say, I sent this to you from hell. It's the whole thing. Yes, you do that when you go to Cayman, so she sent it to me from hell. And yeah, so it was, I always, whatever note, it's always about just reminiscing on my time there. I might usually write it on a really good day after I've done something great or eaten a great meal. And so I have postcards from all over the world, from London to Amsterdam after I visited the Anne Frank Museum, from Granada, Spain, from Madrid, from Palma de Mallorca, like all over the place. And so I have this whole collection of postcards that I've written to myself. So I look forward to putting it all together in a scrapbook. Woo! Until I will go and get scrapbooking. Put it in the scrapbook, and then you'll have that. So it's currently on here. I don't have too many stuff, but a few things here and there. I told you guys that things are always being delivered to the house during the holidays. Today's delivery, it's a purchase, but it's a delivery nonetheless, of sorrel rum. Now, I did share day 2 of Vlogmas, the how to make sorrel, and my recipe is great, of course, and you can add a rum to it. But Frank Robinson, he is bartender, cocktail connoisseur here on St. Croix, has won a number of awards. He is just, like, his cocktails are glorious, and he made some fermented sorrel rum. It's going straight in the fridge. Mind you, I have not been drinking much. I actually took all my alcohol and I put it in the garage, like in the back, so I have to go underneath the garage and go through boxes in order to get alcohol, just because I'm trying to stop myself from drinking. But of course, he brings this, or I should say I bought it, and this is gonna go in the fridge. But it's gonna last me a little while because it's Christmas, and I want to make sure that I have some for when Christmas reach, and I can share with my family at Christmas dinner. But yeah, I'm gonna drink a little bit. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a little bit, probably in the freezer just for like a little 10-15 minutes. Put some ice, and she's gonna be crisp. She's gonna be good to go. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Night night.